Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 6 properties, and before we get to that, I want to talk about the sequence of events that happen when a home is listed. So the very first thing that happens when it's live, it's on the broker MLS system, which means we have access to it. It's on one of 2 real estate boards, of which we have access to both. That's why we do a toolbar link down below the video so you can see the Toronto system and the Oakville system. And so that's a live feed. When the photos are loaded, you get them right away within 30 seconds. And so what happens right after that is our clients get priority access. So if they've said they're looking for a detached 4-bedroom, our computers will go in and see that there's a new listing. It'll send it by email. They'll hear about it first. Okay, so priority access, that's called the Home Finder program or a MarketWatch program. So I'm going to put a link in the email and also below the post. If you want to sign up for that, leave me some information, leave me a phone number, because it's easier to have a conversation about what you're looking for so that we can keep our eyes open. Then what happens is Milton Daily Homes, within 24 hours, we're reviewing it on the site and putting it up. And so you get good access, but it's 5 days a week and it's a general list versus on the Home Finder or MarketWatch, we can get very specific. We can say only properties that are what you're looking for, faster, and also 7 days a week. And then finally, at the end of the line is the general public. And so they have access to sites like mls.ca, homefinder.ca, and they're just and basically they're hearing about stuff 1 to 3 days after it lists. So we get calls every week from people saying, you know, that property looks great, I just saw it, and it's like, well, it actually listed 2 days ago, it had multiple offers and it's now sold. And they sound so disappointed until I explain the chain of events that happen when a property is listed. So if you're at Daily Homes and you want to move up the intensity a little bit and get something a little more specific and a little bit more regular and quick, then you can just fill in the form. And I hope that that's really helpful for you. So let's start with the first property today, 371 Bronte Street, number 23, $279 is the price. I think it's a great listing. It's $266.50 a month for your condo fees. And it basically includes the common elements around. It doesn't really include heat or hydro or even cable TV. You have a powder room on this level, and it's set up where the stairs, 4 or 5 stairs up, 4 or 5 stairs up. Some renos in the kitchen. This is basically what you get for $280. Really finished basement here. 3 bedrooms. It's got a small yard here. And this is, I think this is a good deal. There's not a lot for sale. It's probably the cheapest way to get a 3-bedroom home with a backyard, including the condo fees. So this probably carries as if it's one of the Mattamy Village homes for maybe $310 when you factor in the condo fees. But I like it. I like it a lot. Virtual tour, check it out. I don't think it's going to last very long because there's just not much for sale right now. 419 gets you this one on Brandon. Now where Brandon is, it's actually this little loop street right here. All the commercial stuff on Maple here, the movie theater, the fitness, Premier Fitness is there, or LA Fitness, I can't remember the name of it. The gym's there, you've got Golf Town, you've got Home Depot, Sunset Grill. You're not far from the Main Street stuff, the library, the leisure center, and so on. So it's a good spot, easy access to the 401, but it's very loud. I mean, when you look at where this street actually is, that's your off-ramp from the 401. Eventually, this is going to be 12 lanes. So they're moving from Mississauga west, and every time they do it, they're adding more and more lanes. Where you saw like what's happening at Huron, Ontario, imagine James Snow is going to be like that probably in the next 10 to 20 years. So anyways, so that is something that the noise factor for me, they've got walls up, but I still don't know if it would be quiet here. 1 room on your main level right here. So a lot like the Costigan one at 389 that had an offer after a couple days. This one has a little bit more upgrades. It's slightly bigger. Plus they have a finished basement, but they're asking $30,000 more than the Costigan one at 389. So I don't think it's a deal. I think because there's not a lot for sale, it's certainly helping them, and they have 2-car parking in the driveway too. McKay Crescent, $499. This is a Wyndham corner, and I would say sound the alarms on this one because it's a it's a good deal. We've seen this model without a finished basement go as high as $520, $530. So at $499, this is by far the best one for sale. Under $500,000. It's a single car garage. It has some parts that probably need some updating, but it's got 3 bedrooms plus laundry upstairs, separate living, dining, and family room on the main floor, plus there's an office down below, which could work possibly as like a nanny suite or a guest suite, so that maybe you don't need to live with the 4 bedrooms. Maybe you could do 3+1. Either way, it's a great neighborhood. There's a park just down the road. You're right down the street from Hawthorne Village School, right down the street from Guardian Angels. There's a splash pad. This is good. I have a feeling this one's going to sell for more than $500,000, so jump on it fast. And Savaline here is $519. It's a Mayberry model. So 1822, I think, is the square footage. Living, dining, plus kitchen, family in the back. There's nothing wrong with it. I just usually see at $520. We're just seeing homes that are maybe a couple hundred square feet bigger. The California shutters are nice. They've done a good job in the backyard. I could see them cracking $5. I just think that that at $519 it might just be a little bit ambitious for them, given what else is sold. Anderson is $645, 70 by 113 foot lot, so it's not as deep as some of the other ones in the neighborhood. Inside, they've done some renovations. It looks like 3 different colored floors on the main level, which can kind of mess with your flow. And I don't know. I always like when there's one kind of floor, or if you've got hardwood some areas, carpet or tile in the other. No more than 2 kinds of floor. Big open concept kitchen, and the pool takes up pretty much the whole backyard. So if you want a balance of grass plus pool, this may not be the right home for you. And then there's a finished basement as well on this one. $645 seems like the going rate for a property like this. And Anderson is a very, very pretty street in the Timberley area. So 792 Bessie Trail, $699. It's a Vanderwood model, 3053 square feet. Stone and stucco on the outside, right by McEastern. That sounded weird when I said it the first time. Which is a little bit east of Holly. Great neighborhood, Coates Crossing, and this home can sell for this price, especially with the upgrades that they've listed. 9-foot ceilings, hardwood floors, granite counters, backsplash, and so on. Now, the one thing that I'm just not sure about here, remote solar panels on roof earn $800 a year. I get asked all the time, Chuck, do solar panels help with the value of my house? Does it raise the value? We don't have enough sale information. There's just not enough qualitative data for me to say yes, it does or it doesn't. I think most of the people that have installed solar panels are looking more long-term, and so it's possible that there's a little bit more of an upfront cost that you recoup over the long term. Much like buying a hybrid car, you pay a little bit more upfront, but you get the benefit for years to come. So I can't really say if it does or if it doesn't add value. I don't know if it's going to cause you to have more roof maintenance, if it's going to cause you to have less. If it's going to make your roof last longer because of an extra layer of protection. Those are all questions that I just don't know enough about. It's a relatively new technology, and so we're starting to see more information come out about it, but it's still very preliminary, and I can't promise you that if you do it, that it's going to help or hurt you in the future. So that's the list for today. If you have any questions, give us a call, and we'd be glad to help you. And definitely fill in the form if you're ready to get more specific updates. Ask for the MarketWatch program where we can get you more specific information about homes that match what you're looking for. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.